Welcome to the Spurs 9501 podcast. From Kane to the Lane, the final say on all things Tottenham. Here are your hosts, Steve, Ray, Cam and Jam.
Everybody, welcome back to the Spurs 9501 podcast, all our YouTube viewers, all our podcast listeners. I've got Amir from Malaysia Spurs with me. Hello Amir, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys over there? In London, is it?
Yeah, we're based in London. This is Ray in London. I've got Amir in Kuala Lumpur, I think. Are you in Kuala Lumpur?
Yes, we are in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
We just had our dinner here.
Okay, perfect. So Amir is part of the official Malaysia Spurs Supporters Club for Spurs. So I'm going to talk to a little bit about Amir, about the Supporters Club, and then also get his thoughts on the Newcastle game. So Amir, give us a bit of an introduction about Malaysia Spurs. How many members you have, what you do, etc., etc.
Oh, okay. We started in 2010 and started officially in 2011. We started very small club, but however, we are already celebrating our 11th year, and currently we have a registered members of around 700.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really good.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Yeah.
And usually every year we'll get around 200 to 250 members per season.
Okay.
And so I'm glad that for this season, even though we are because of the COVID and everything, we managed to maintain a good membership number. And even though we don't have, we are not able to do a lot of program because of the COVID situation, but we managed to organize a lot of other things. For information, the last time we used to have, when we started, we just have football viewing parties, and then just a futsal session of football. But now, other than that, we also have we are tackling other departments, such as we even have our CSR program, our non-football related program, as well as our esports community. So even when we were under what we call lockdown, but we still managed to organize a lot of online activities. So This is how we engage with our members. And some of our members are also from London and from other countries, because we welcome everybody to join us. And for information here, we are having a good relationship with the local television, whereby they tend to invite former stars, such as our member is Gary Stevens. You recognize Gary Stevens?
Gary Stevens, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of our special members, and most of the time, Astro would invite all the former legends to come to Malaysia, and also nowadays with the pandemic, we do it online, such as this. Yeah. So this is a good opportunity for our members to participate and to speak to all those legends. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, our members managed to speak to Andres Townsend. So it was a great opportunity. Yeah. And myself, I managed to spoke to Berbatov.
Okay, so, perfect. Who arranges all this then? Is it Astro?
These are arranged by Astro. So when they have some guests, they would invite us because of our good relationship with them, being an official club.
Excellent. So Amir, tell me, how did you start supporting Tottenham? Because I heard Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, all these clubs are really big in the Far East. So how did you come to support Tottenham Hotspur?
Okay, to be honest, I'm a bandwagon jumper. So during that time, it was a 1990 World Cup, and I saw Gary Lineker together with Gascoigne. So then found out that we were playing for Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. And then in 1991, it was the FA Cup. So currently I don't have any other team, so might as well just continue supporting them. And during that time, I was like only 13 years old. 13 years old, and we don't have I mean, like when we watch soccer, it's only like, or football, we only watch it once a week, and it depends. You don't have a satellite TV back then, so it's very difficult to watch it.
Difficult.
So throughout the year, I've been looking for other members, other supporters. So it's quite difficult in Malaysia during that time.
But you are the one who started the Tottenham Supporters Club, are you, or is it somebody else?
Oh, there was somebody else. when I just got married, it was in 2006, I think. I hope it's true, 2006. So my wife, other than me, it was my wife lah. She was my college sweetheart. So I bought my first jersey was the pony. I bought two, one home and away, one for her and one for me. So when we got married, after that it was 2003, not 2006. Okay, I hope you can.
I won't tell her. Don't worry. You don't know when you got married.
So during that time, there was an ad in the advertisement in the newspaper. One of it is all the football clubs are there, and one of it is Tottenham Hotspur. The gathering is in Sri Hartamas, and the person is this Dr. Jack Wong. So I was quite shy. Then suddenly my wife asked, "Why don't you just email him and see? We can just go lah. At least you got kawan lah. You have a friend there." So I emailed him and I joined them for the viewing party. Then from there on, we're a bunch of fellowship of suffering. So Jack Wong was the first president.
Yeah,
I'm currently the third president.
Excellent.
And we'll be having our we call annual general meeting soon after Aidilfitri, maybe after Aidilfitri. And I was part of the ad hoc committee. I was the secretary, and from there on, I continue supporting the club from secretary to vice president and currently the president. Alhamdulillah, I have good support, strong support from the committee and also the members, because without the members participating in any of the events that we organize, we won't even have a club. So
that's true,
they really supported us.
So are you quite active on social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram and Facebook? Do you have pages on there? Because what we can do is in the description of the video, when we put it on YouTube, we'll put your link so other people can see it and they can subscribe to you and everything like that.
Okay, that's great. I'm just active on Facebook and Instagram. I'm under my full name. I'll share with you the information, and you guys also can go to our Facebook. Currently, Malaysia Spurs. So if you go to that page, there's a lot of activities. I mean, like recently we have currently for information, we've been supported strongly by Monster Energy here. They are one of our Spurs Spurs main sponsor, one of the sponsor. So currently, even last month, we also have for 1 month, we have a video, and we started to launch My Spurs TV, powered by Monster Energy. So
excellent.
These are the things that we are glad that they wanted to support us, because we are not that big, but Alhamdulillah that they really appreciate what we are doing here. So why do Monster Energy want to support Malaysia Spurs? Why do you think that is? Okay, I believe because first of all, they are one of our sponsors for Tottenham Hotspur, as you are aware. And then secondly is that Malaysia is the third highest biggest market in Asia for Monster Energy. Monster Energy is huge in the world. It's even huge. Most is in the US, China, and South Korea. So the thing is that being the third biggest market, so they wanted to venture here, and being a partner for Tottenham Hotspur, they see that the potential is with us. After seeing that some of the activities that we have here in Malaysia, so I guess they have the belief with the team. They have belief on Malaysia Spurs.
So Amir, tell me, you're a very active club. You said you get about 700 members, and then you get about 200 members a year, which is really good, actually. Tell me one thing. Do you have much contact with the official Tottenham Hotspur, the club in London? Do they reach out to you? Do you have much contact with them? What's the situation there?
Yes, Alhamdulillah. When we started the club, I mean, normally we will be quite reluctant to contact them. And then during those time, it's not that easy. But nowadays with social media, and also we can just WhatsApp and email the PIC. Currently, they are really taking care of us, such as Stacy and Tony. If anything, we can just call them. Even in one situation whereby one of our members have a situation with his son, whereby the baby needs to be undergo a surgery. So we needed some funds. So I contact UK and asking whether they can donate something so we can raise some funds. So
yeah.
Alhamdulillah, they sent some items. It's a signed funnel. I think it's signed by all the players.
Oh wow!
And yeah, we're supposed to be auctioned.
Yeah.
But Alhamdulillah, before the stuff arrived, we managed to raise the sum for the babies from the members and also from our neighbor, from Singapore Spurs. They help us to raise the sum.
That's great.
So those are the relationship that we have with UK, and inshallah, if anything, I don't want to bother them all the time. So if it's important, we just email them, or even if it's more important, I can just WhatsApp them, then they'll assist us accordingly.
Yeah. So what about if you want to buy merchandise and everything like that? Do they have a local fulfillment in Malaysia, or do you have to order everything from the UK?
Okay, for your information, being an official member for Malaysia Spurs, you have the you have the opportunity to buy a Spurs jersey at our local. It's one of the biggest sports company here in Malaysia. It's called Al Ihsan Sport or Football Republic, whereby they're selling their jerseys. We pre-order to them, and even official members can buy from them at 25% discount. Sorry, 20% discount. So currently, if you buy it in UK, how many is it? How many pounds is it?
It's about £80 for a shirt, I think.
£80. So here in Malaysia, it's around 40 times 5 is it's around 50 pounds around.
Okay, so you get it a lot. You get a big discount then, don't you?
Yes, because of our partnership with them. So that's the thing. Being part of this, being the committee, being the club, we try to promote and approach other parties which can help. Beneficial to each other.
That's very good. That's a very good. I'm very happy.
Answering your question also, sir, is that currently the club Tottenham Hotspur provide a special code for members to purchase the jersey with free delivery, but it's only to official supporters. So
very good.
They're very helpful.
So
we try to support them also how we can.
Very good. So tell me, Amir, do you have much contact with Spurs Supporters Club? You mentioned Singapore Spurs. Do you have a contact with other supporters clubs in the Far East or not?
Okay, for information, when I joined Spurs, what I love about it is when we go, the first time I experienced this wonderful feeling is that when I go to Hong Kong, whereby Spurs came to Hong Kong, I think in 2013 or 14. So in order for us to get the tickets, we connected with Hong Kong Spurs, and Singapore Spurs help us with the tickets and everything. Then over there, we have lots of activities which comprise of all the Australian Spurs, Spurs, and Thailand Spurs, Indo Spurs. So we combine and have all the activities there together. So we know a lot of people. So the networking is great. Starting from there, and with the social media, everything. So every time I go to Indonesia, I go to Japan, I will contact the local Spurs chairman. And even the last time my vice president Mahmoud, he went to Osaka and they watched the game in the karaoke center at around 4 a.m.
Wow.
And these guys, because it's late, they will sleep at the karaoke center until the train starts at 6 o'clock. It's good. This
is the togetherness, all Tottenham fans together. It doesn't matter what part of the world. If you're a Tottenham fan, then you've got a brotherhood there, really, haven't you?
Agree.
Yes, it's very good, very good. It's very interesting to hear about all the things you're doing for Tottenham there and all that. So, which is the biggest club biggest supporter base in the Far East, like Malaysia, Hong Kong, Singapore? Which one is the biggest, do you think?
I can say that. For Malaysia, have you been to Kuala Lumpur, by the way, or Malaysia?
No, I've not been to Kuala Lumpur. No.
You should come here.
I'll come now. Now I know you. I'm going to come now.
Everything here is affordable. After the lockdown, just come by with £1. You can have lunch.
Brilliant.
Food lunch.
That's really good. Yeah.
So, in Malaysia, we started another branch. We have 14 states here in Malaysia.
Yeah.
The main is in Kuala Lumpur, and then we have other states also. We try to support them in Sarawak, it's in Borneo. And other states also, we start to do that. We set up their social media account. We help them with social media. We help them with WhatsApp you guys would use WhatsApp there, right?
Yeah, we've got a WhatsApp. I'll give you our WhatsApp details. We have a WhatsApp account, and then you can WhatsApp us. Yeah.
Yeah. So we use WhatsApp and everything. So it's way for us to communicate and everything. So for Malaysia, our followers in Facebook is around nearly 7,000. Not that much. But other countries are higher.
Yeah.
But I believe one of the most active is I could say Malaysia and Singapore. I mean, like we are very strong with Singapore. I mean, like when we started the club, also we were looking at Singapore, how they were doing it, how they set up their social media, how they set up their websites and everything, and all the activities. So they are quite active. And and Indonesia, when I went there, I mean, like, have you been to Indonesia?
I haven't been to much places in the Far East, unfortunately. No.
Okay, Indonesia, Jakarta itself is a huge city. So even the Jakarta Spurs also very difficult for them to meet up to watch the game because it's quite huge and the game is late. So most of the time the way that we can gauge is based on the activities lah. So I would love to see what Thailand Spurs are doing because most of the time they have activities. There will be so many Spurs there. So I would say that depends on what they are doing. If the activities are good, there will be lots of members there.
Excellent.
Right.
Yeah. So really good. So let me talk about now. Have you got any thoughts about the current form of the team and the situation? Give us your thoughts on whether you think we can make top four. What did you think about the performance against Newcastle? Just give us your thoughts on that.
Okay. To me, I just we have to give 100% support and good vibes and doa so that the players have this positive energy because that's the only thing that we can do now. We as a fans can just hope and pray that and we should. What I tell my members now, we just try to be a kind human being. We hope that God will will definitely give us that win if we are nicer to everybody. So that's what we can do. But to comment on the last game, I think it could go both ways. We could either lose it or we could either win it. So,
what did you think of the performance of the team, though?
The performance. The thing is that we've seen it for the past weeks that sometimes we can't see the unity there, so we don't know what's going on. And then another person also mentioned that we have to don't forget that they just came back from an international week. So, maybe they are tired also. So there's a lot of things. So I mean, like on a good day, Newcastle can beat bigger clubs, and it was just that we were unlucky and we were playing away also. So that game can go either way, and people kept mentioning that the fault is in our defense and everything. But sometimes, what about our strike force? They did not score. They were supposed to score. I mean, there's a couple of times that Lamela can just pass the ball to Son. So there's a lot of things we can blame. We can play the blame game, or I mean, like if we win together, we lose together.
Yeah, it's true.
So I think also I'm sure Mourinho will have something that he planned, and a lot of people are saying that we should get rid of him or anything. But I believe he only have one season, so personally, I think if you put anybody there, if the players are not unified or not focused or not enough for us, then it's not going to take us anywhere.
And why do you think is it when we get 2-1 ahead, like we were 2-1 up, we just a few minutes to go, why can't we protect that lead and stay and win the match? Why do we always concede late goals? Why do you think that is, Amir?
Okay, I remember at one time that we scored a lot of late goals because of our fitness was much better. So I believe it goes down to the fitness.
Do you think the fitness is not there? We can't cover it. And you know, we all love. I'm sure you, as a Tottenham fan, you love Maurizio Pochettino when he was manager. The type of football we played. So do you still keep an eye on Maurizio, what he's doing at PSG, and do you still keep a little eye on what he's doing or not? What's the situation there?
To be honest, we love him, and but the thing is that recently we have I think last month we have a PlayStation tournament. It's a duo, two people, and me and Mahmoud, my good friend. Our team is called My PSG. So we even have a T-shirt.
Yeah,
and my wife just bought everything from PSG because she likes Air Jordan, I think. Air Jordan.
Air Jordan,
so,
yeah.
Air Jordan. So
okay, so you keep an eye on what's happening, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Just let's come to the end now. What do you think about Harry Kane? Do you think he's going to stay, or do you think he's going to leave the club in the summer to try and win something?
Okay.
Because he's not going to win anything with Tottenham, so do you think he's going to leave to try and win something?
I think if we win something this year, or even we get the 4th place also, if we get both, I think he might stay, provided that the chairman would show some intention, buying other new players and everything. But if you don't, if you don't, then there's a possibility that he will leave. I think I will say that thank you very much, Harry Kane. I think if you leave, please leave outside the league. Don't go to any. Yeah.
Who's the most popular Tottenham player or players in Malaysia?
Oh, we can't say that, but
Harry Kane must be one of the popular.
Yeah, Harry Kane and Sonny.
Sonny because he's a Far East Korean guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, Amir, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. It's been really good. Hopefully we can chat with you like every few weeks just to get your perspective on everything. Would you like that? Would that be okay? We can chat every 2 or 3 weeks with you, get your information.
Sure, no problem.
And all our fans would be loving to, hear about what's happening in Malaysia Spurs. So as for Spurs 9501 podcast, I'd like to thank Amir from Malaysia Spurs for coming on the show today, and we'll have further talks with Amir to show how you're doing. Thank you very much. That's excellent. So, Amir, listen, come on you Spurs. Give me a come on you Spurs before you go. Go on.
Come on you Spurs!
That's one of the best come on you Spurs I've ever had, I think. That's excellent, Amir. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Spurs 9501 podcast. Stay in touch, continue the debate, and let us know what you want to discuss by finding us on YouTube. Tune in after the next match day for more insight. Thanks for listening.